Thank you for tuning in to the 2025 Crokinole World Cup semi-final round. This is a Tier 2 National Crokinole Association event out of Budapest, Hungary. In this match, we have on your left Jamie from the US of A representing the Point Crokinole Club, and on your right up against him, Joert from the Netherlands. We saw both these players in the Final Four of the double side of the Crokinole World Cup. Jamie taking the victory, Joert and Sander ending up in fourth. We are off to the races, and before we get too far, I'll make a note that this is only a partial recording of the semifinal. Unfortunately, the camera gave out. I won't give any spoilers on the winner until the end, but it's about halfway through this match that it cuts out. But we're still here for all the action, as Jamie is now up 220s in the cup with hammer. Joert going a little bit long. Jamie quickly going on the defensive. It looked like he was trying to get in front of that post. Still keeping on his side, but Joert doing a great job pulling play back. Looks like Jamie is considering if the rollaway is there. Comes a little bit too close to the center. Joert unable to capitalize, passing on the opportunity back to Jamie. Now Jamie also recently won the Diamond State Crokinole Championship a few weeks before this tourney alongside Mark Ponzio, who in recent news also won the Brooklyn Singles Crokinole Championship on September 27th. So congratulations to Mark, as Jamie takes the first 2 points of the semifinal round. Joert with the hammer headed into this. Jamie opening up with a 20, and we are off to the races. In the background, you can see Antonio facing off against Linder. The full recording of that match should be out now, I believe. If you haven't seen that already, go check it out. And if I got my release order wrong, then that match will be out shortly after this one. Harter unable to capitalize on the 20. Heavy hanger, which Joert also unable to hit. Played firmly in the center. Jamie doing his best to keep it away. And I believe Joert was going for a post, ended up losing a shooter, giving Jamie the opportunity to get even further ahead in the cup, which he does. 220 lead against the hammer. Joert going long. Jamie with a nice roll away. And nicely posted too. That might be a tricky conversion. Just tricky all the way around. You're able to get it off, but rolling to Jamie's side of the 15, where Jamie would like it right now. On the upside, in that perfectly awkward position right in front of a post. Gets a mistake out of Jamie. We'll see if that's still on. Looking for the call. Looks like Jamie agrees that is off the board, giving Joert an in. Although I believe if Jamie sinks this next 20, that is wraps for this round. And he does. I believe Joert is out of it at this point. Yep, players collecting their pieces. Jamie takes a 4-0 lead. So we are soon to head into the third round. Jamie will have the hammer in this one. Joert now finding his range on his open 20s. Jamie taking his time with his shot. And we are officially off to the races. We will see who misses first. It is Joert. See what Jamie does with this now. He does have hammer, staying a little close to the center. Looks like Joert is debating the best way to get a 20 off of this. At the very least, keeping it on his side of the 15, and that looks to be right in front of a post. See Jamie really taking his time with this. I don't think the off is going to go with this one, unless Jamie decides to half-hole it, and he does. Very nice takeout between the laneway. You're able to push in just a little bit, making sure he doesn't get too stuck here. And Jamie rolls away, but it looks like that's a nice angle and opportunity for Joert. Nearly gets it. You see it just lip over the center. It kind of dipped in, not quite enough, but this is a better opportunity for Joert if he can get the drop back in. Hits that a little bit too dead center, bounces back. On the upside, this is a pretty nasty leave for Jamie here. Jamie able to make contact, doesn't get the off to go with it, giving Joert the opportunity to get 2 pieces on the board. Wow. That's not what I thought it was lining up for. That was a fantastic 20. Now up in the cup. One of Jamie's pieces out in the 5. This is gorgeous because the most Jamie can end up with is 15 points on the board, which gives Joert the win, his first 2 points of this match. So Jamie really taking his time. It looks like he has at least 2 shots left, so I think Jamie's best course of action is to peel off that 10 and then hope for a 20 opportunity on his final shot. Yeah, he peels. If he had stayed, then that would have been wraps on this round. You're doing a great job rolling over just a little bit so the angle in isn't easy for Jamie. He has no clear line at the 20. And yeah, he had to go for it. He was going for the slightest touch, and I've seen it before. It's such a tough shot to pull off. Well done on Joert and getting Jamie in that position. Getting his first 2 points with the hammer in this fourth round now. Joert going just a little bit long. And Jamie staying too close could be an angle in chance here. Doesn't get it. Again, he's hitting a lot of those touch 20s a bit too dead center, so you see it stick near there. On the upside, Jamie unable to convert. Currently up at 20, playing against a hammer. So a slight advantage for Jamie, and Joert loses his piece. Jamie could really make this hurt with an open 20, and he's been very consistent with those. So that's what he does. We're back to the races, and this can be a tough spot to be in when your 20s game is just not on, and when your opponent's hitting shots like that off multiple posts, it'd be really tough to get in the round. Joert finding his range, though, might be a little too late in the round. Only 2 shots for each player left, I believe. Maybe 3. 3 shots for Joert, so he's not out of this round yet, but a lot of pressure on him now. You know what? Joert was owed that one after the crazy post shot that Jamie hit, and Joert's looked a little bit more intentional than Jamie's did. So what a beauty shot. But with that, I think Jamie's sealed the round. Yeah, if Jamie drains a 20, then it's most certainly over, and he does. Jamie will be bringing the score 6-2. Final shot inconsequential. Jamie over halfway to the 9-point goalpost. Joert to open up this round. Jamie with the hammer. Going long on that first shot. Jamie sure to go on the defensive. Doesn't get the roll he wanted. I don't think so anyways. On the upside, far away from the center. No easy chances for Joert, who gets really close here. I think there's an easy touch 20 for Jamie up the right side of the quadrant. And with the hammer, I'm really okay personally to go for those touches. Jamie instead opts to roll away. I don't think he was going for the 20 there. Angle in for Joert. Doesn't get it. Jamie with a chance to get 2 pieces on the board, which he does. Very nice shot. Joert left with this opportunity again, though. Doesn't get it on this one either. Bit of a messy board at the moment. Jamie to pile drive through his own piece. Loses his own button in the process. That being said, really not a lot for Joert to work with here. Pieces on the outside. He might have been trying to roll in there. A little bit too wide, though. A little bit too far back for him to be able to get in. That being said, that's the only piece he can work with, so he needs to make the difficult decision of whether to peel or to try to get in. Able to pull it back a little bit, so that's certainly good. A little over halfway through the bullets. Hoping for an in like that. Now he can play in between through the house to hope for a bounce back. Not quite the right line, but that was close. Unfortunately, close is usually a great setup for your opponents. Looks like Jamie will continue to play on the defensive. Getting a nice bounce back. And we're going to see the final bits of this round from this far side. What a beautiful bounce. I think this is where the camera cut out. I wish we could have seen a close-up, because that's what Joert needed to stay in this round. What a beauty shot. And you can see he's most certainly happy from that. Even from far away, you can see the smile on his face. Only unfortunate thing with that shot is that we didn't get a close-up on it. Nonetheless, I'm sure you can figure this is where the camera's cut out. Score there was 6-4. Jamie eventually went on to win this match. I believe the final score was 10-6. So congratulations to Jamie, who went on to the finals to play against Linder. Now we also don't have coverage of that finals match. You can see it in the background of the third place match, which will be coming out shortly. But I want to say now, and I'll say it again later, congratulations to Linder, who won the Crokinole World Cup Singles Championship. Big kudos to him winning both the singles and the doubles, and also kudos to Jamie. He won the doubles with Linder and then went on to play second. So congratulations, make sure to stay tuned, and as always, happy flicking.